Welcome to the Finfloor installation guideline on the Sapphire SPC/RCB. Join me for a brief introduction on the installation and how to safeguard your warranties. The SPC Sapphire boasts a 100% waterproof product, which is perfect for those bathrooms and kitchens. The Sapphire SPC/RCB boasts a super UV coating, which is great for the exposed UV on it. It comes with a high scratch resistance surface and also boasts a high stain resistance for those households with kids. We know those cookies come out and they could stain your floor. With this, you can just wipe it off with your thumb. No cleaning detergents needed. Let's get into the installation. So part of your planning will be to set out your site. It's always good practice to pin stack your product the day prior to make sure that it acclimatizes properly to the environment. Don't store it in the garage, but preferably storing it in the room of installation. Mark out your trims. We want to cut our door profile to size. Measure out the distance for the expansion from the SPC. Just remember, from the track of the trim to where your flooring will be a minimum of 10 mil for expansion. Once marked out with your dowels, where the dowels will be going, we will then use a 6.5 millimeter drill bit to drill for the dowels to slip in and secure the trim. Once you've drilled for the dowels, please use your vacuum cleaner to suck out any dust so that it bonds properly with the anchoring cement that we'll put in at the end of the installation. For your door frames, take a piece of underlay with the SPC that you're going to be installing. We're going to scribe a line on our door frames. We're going to then use our multi-tool. You can use the SPC as a guide as well. We will then make sure that the blade of the multi-tool can cut through mild steel, and we will take it nice and slow and eat through the door frame. Take a chisel and a hammer just to tap out any extras that needed. That's a pro tip. And make sure that the SPC can pass through freely without any catches underneath the door frame. This will allow the flooring to expand and contract freely under the door frame without any unsightly fillers, which can prohibit it from jamming and pushing up later. So we're busy having a look at the moisture content in the screed that we've casted the day prior, making sure that it meets the tolerance dedicated by the supplier. We're checking for any highs or lows in the substrate. So if you do find any highs, just grab a carborundum brick and grind down the little high spots, making sure that it's within the tolerance of no more than 3 millimeter deviation over a 1.5 meter span. After that, please make sure that you do sweep and vacuum up all aggregates and loose material on the floor, as this could create a crunching noise underneath your floor once installed. After vacuuming the floor and making sure that all aggregate is off of the floor, proceed with putting down your HDPE plastic. This is a high density plastic, not a low density plastic. Make sure that your HDPE is wrapped up 50 mil up the wall to prevent any excessive moisture from penetrating the exposed core or making sure that any moisture leaks over on top. We will then tape the joint, make sure that it overlaps with 100 mil to prevent any excessive moisture from seeping through the joint, and we will then proceed with installation. We start off with marking out the floor first. So we'll roll the header from left to right. And this is to make sure that we meet the minimum requirements of the filler that will go in last. No less than 50 mil, as anything less than that will have too little structural integrity and your floor panels might pull away and your floor will fail. I measure through and make sure that it's more than 50 mil. We then proceed with cutting the panel down on the long join. Make sure that it's got a 10 mil expansion by the wall. I scribe and I pass to my colleague to cut. I then fit the short join in first at around about a 33-degree angle, putting in my 10 mil expansion by the wall. It is always good to put your expansion block on the seam where your short joints come together, as when you tap in the next line, this gives it structural integrity so that they do not open up. We will then fit the first board, long join first, and proceed to the second panel where we fit the short join first, tapping in the furthest corner from the short join, and then proceeding by fitting the corner closest to the short joint. Make sure that a 10mm expansion is left by the wall. Be sure not to overwork the joints when clipping in the short joint, as overworking the joints will create a hot wire effect and will snap the short joint locking system, which will make your floor open up and fail. This is a lot thinner than what a laminate would be, so please take care when fitting in the short joints. Once done, repeat until you get to the filler. Thank you for joining us for this installation guideline on the Sapphire SPC/RCB. For extra information, please read carefully through the installation guidelines provided in each box, inside and at the back of the box. For extra information, please visit our website at finfloor.co.za and enjoy your great new SPC flooring.